You know, we always love it when one of our own makes it big. Well, I'm sure the staff at UNCG is feeling that pride today, that's for sure. Ashley Sharp Chestnut graduated UNCG in 2015, and her career is skyrocketing. And it all started when she was just a little girl.
When I was 3 years old, I was watching Barney and Friends. My mom tells a story where I scoot up to the TV and I tell her that I want to be inside of the TV. And she's like, "You want to be inside the TV?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I mean, she put me in like other classes like gymnastics, karate, anything else to like, to see what your kid is interested in. But I always kept coming back to acting. And then in Charlotte, North Carolina, I went to Northwest School of the Arts and majored in theater with a minor in dance. And then I went to UNCG and got my BFA in acting.
So Ashley was determined to start her career, went straight to New York, started shoving her resumes and headshots anywhere and everywhere. And after only 6 weeks, she landed a role on Broadway, believe it or not. Fast forward a few years, she now has a starring role on Star Trek, the Star Trek base show Picard. You just saw her there for a sec, where she got to meet one of her idols, LeVar Burton, who was in Star Trek Next Generation. But it's how she remembered him that was such a cute story.
So LeVar Burton for me is Reading Rainbow. I mean, yes, we know like Roots and Star Trek, of course, Geordi, but like for me, Reading Rainbow, he was like my celebrity. So the first time I actually met him though, we were across the lot. I saw him coming out of his trailer and I yelled, "Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm going to be your daughter." And then I like ran and like gave him a hug.
Nice guy.
Not super nice, so sweet. They invited me to Thanksgiving last year. I didn't have anywhere to go, and they invited me to Thanksgiving.
I love that.
Led a charmed life, it seems like. Yeah. So with this show, it's called Picard, and it's on the Paramount Plus network. And she gets to play Geordi, who is LeVar Burton's character. If you follow Star Trek, it's his daughter, and she's the helmsman of a new starship. So the season 3 of that comes out in February, and that's the one she's in. She's not in season 1 and 2, but I mean, she's making it. You know?
What I'm so impressed by, 6 weeks after
Yes.
graduation, and she got a role on Broadway. Some people work their lives hustling, years trying to get on Broadway. So that is very impressive.
You always wonder about the people who just pick up everything and move to New York or LA and just
do it.
And sometimes that's what it takes, because there's so many people who have dreams that some people might call pipe dream or something of that nature, but you have to bet on yourself and take that gamble, and some people aren't willing to. So the people who do succeed, I mean, that's amazing.
She met a bunch of different, obviously, people shoving resumes. She said there was one casting director in this one program that allows you to have a one-on-one chat for even like 5 minutes, something like speed dating, but for a job. And that one guy said, I like you. Let me keep your thing. And he got her an agent, and that was
all it takes is one person, one yes.
In
That's
you.
all it takes is one yes.
So true.